Well, hello! Today we're going to talk about the anatomy of a successful video. We're going to go a little bit deeper into what goes in each category to give you some structure so that you have a sense of what I'm asking you to do. The best way I have to explain this and the most simplest way is to think of a sandwich or a hamburger, right? You have the top bun, you have the bottom bun, and you have the meat in the middle. So the top bun ends up being the introduction of the topic. Here's where you place the hook to let people know what is it that they're going to watch. And then you have the development of the content. Here's where you actually take a little bit more of time to develop that idea. And then at the bottom, you have a call to action. And not every video has the same exact call to action, but I do want to invite you to consider that most videos should. Okay, it's not a one size fits all, but hey, people like to be told what to do, and here's where we get to do that and give them an invitation to do so. My recommendation, this is not a one size fits all, but this is just a recommendation to create an association between your face and the logo of your business or the brand that you are leveraging, is to have an optional logo animation that is very short. I don't recommend logo animations being like 9 seconds long because in video, every second counts. And remember, people have very short attention spans. So 4 to 6 is ideal. This is something you can consider. Let me show you what that looks like.
In this video, we're going to be talking about how to fix sciatic nerve pain.
Today we're going to be talking about the cost of surrogacy.
In this video, we're going to talk about 5 ways to make more money, but not more problems in interior design.
So after you have your logo animation, we dive deep into the content, and there's different approaches people can take. The one that you're seeing right now is a very basic one. And one of the ways that I have seen YouTubers take control of the conversation is by starting with, hello, my name is so-and-so, and I help people with this. If this is something that you're interested in, please subscribe. This is making a call to action at the beginning of the video and letting people know what are you about and what is it that people should expect from this channel. If this is something of their interest, an invitation to subscribe. Perfect. Another way that I've seen the introduction after the logo is to actually dive deep in on, here's what you're gonna get from this video. First, I'm gonna tell you this, then I'm gonna tell you that, and then I'm just gonna give you this thing. So I hope you stay till the end because X, Y, and Z, right? Let me show you what that looks like.
How much should I charge as an interior designer? Well, today we're going to talk about just that, and I'm going to walk you through several steps that you can take right now to figure that out for yourself. So here's what we're going to cover today. Today we're going to talk about the risks of not getting pricing right. We're going to talk about why the question is so hard to answer. And then I'm going to give you an activity that you can do today, right now, that can help you uncover what pricing is right for you. And then stay through till the end because I'm going to offer you a very exciting gift.
And then after that, actually going deep dive on the development of the content. So I took the approach of investigating several different accounts, and I noticed that there was a pattern in the way that they would start the conversation, which kept people interested. It allows people to kind of lean a little bit in, and that looks like telling them the problem with X is Y, or statistics show that blah, 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 blah. Or one of the biggest problems, or one of the biggest things, or just starting with something really powerful right after you make that introduction. That is an approach that you can take, and this is something very valid. And again, everyone has their own tempo, their own rhythm, their own sauce. So I want to take all of those things into account when you start creating content. The last thing, the bottom bun, is the call to action. And here's the only part where I invite people to actually create a micro script that you sort of memorized because you want to create that connection with your audience and let them know exactly where they get to go to get more of what you have to offer. And this one sounds more like, if you want to learn more about X, please visit us at blah, 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 where you will receive X, Y, and Z, or where you can be part of our community. Let me show you what that looks like.
So if you're facing divorce and you believe that a peaceful and kind divorce is what's best for you and your family, then please visit us at divorceandkindness.com.
I'm happy to help you. It's what I do best, and I really love what I do. So reach out to me, alexandracontos.com. And if you like this video and found it helpful, or you think someone else might find it helpful, make sure to like, comment, and share.
If you'd like to know more information about nutrition response testing and what it might do for you, visit my website at michaelformandom.com.
So now we get to dive a little bit deeper into what ingredients do you have to play with when you create content. And there's a lot of ingredients, and consider this a buffet, meaning you just get to choose whatever you like and you put it inside of your own content sandwich. One of the ingredients is called pattern interrupt. And this is when you do something different to get the attention of your audience. So for example, I'll show you something really, really quick. Let's say the video's rolling. The start of my video hasn't started, and you go, well, hello there, how are you? Yes, you, how are you? That is a way of doing a pattern interruption. Or maybe in the middle of your video, you're talking in a talking head and all of a sudden you put an insert. That is breaking a pattern. That's letting someone else's brain stop and be like, whoo, something shiny just happened, something different just happened, lean in, all right? So that's what it's called. And you get to open your videos, or in the middle of your videos, do inserts or do something different that catches people's attention, all right? Another amazing tool that you have at your disposal is storytelling. You get to use stories to help people remember what you're trying to talk about. We often see a lot of videos that have a lot of data, and guess what? We're not likely to remember the data, right? But we are very likely to remember a story because it keeps us connected. That is the best ingredient we're ever gonna have when creating content. So please use this one often. Another ingredient that you have is asking a question at the beginning, right? This is priming people to become participants of your video. Something like, have you ever heard the definition of blah, blah, blah? What if blah, 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 right? So it's getting people involved in your content. And this especially works out really well to agitate a pain point, because you get to tap into your audience brain and make them part of the conversation. You get to invite them in and be like, hey, is this happening to you? And people usually love that because it's a way of creating engagement. It's just not a monologue where you're just dumping information in them. It's actually involving them in the process. Okay, the next ingredient that you have at your disposal, and which I highly recommend you use in every video, is a hook. A hook is something that gets them to stay watching, meaning you're not gonna give them the whole answer at the beginning, and most people make that mistake. It's like creating a video that says, video can help your business grow, right? Yeah, oh duh, you already gave me the answer to your video, so why should I stay watching? Instead, you could say, here are 3 things that are gonna help you grow your business. And then you get to talk about your thing. In my case would be video and whatever other ingredient I wanted to add in that content. That's a hook. A hook is something that keeps people interested. A hook is something that allows them to lean in and stay watching, right? Okay. Another ingredient that you could use on your videos is naming your viewer or audience. For example, I have a program in Spanish called Influencer Virtual, and I usually open my videos by saying, Hola influencer, ¿cómo estás? Hello my influencer, how are you? So this is something that you can potentially use if you have a community and you name your community a specific way. All right, so you get to get them be part of something bigger. So if you have this, you could use this ingredient. The next ingredient that you have at your disposal is naming the problem. The problem they know they want to solve. You're touching their pain point. Naming the problem out allows them to know that someone sees them, gives them their humanity, and everyone likes that. So this is an ingredient you could use on your videos. The next ingredient is talk to them about the bigger problem, the bigger why. For example, someone who's a relationship coach, people might be going to you because they want to find their love of their life. And in reality, sometimes what they need is to first deal with their inner insecurities, right? So you get to talk about things and the bigger why of why they are hiring you and what they get to solve when they work with you. That is just a simple example, but I know you know what I'm talking about when it relates to your industry. The next ingredient is really juicy because this one gives people a reason to reach out to you as a leader, and this is giving them outcomes. People do not want to hear about the medicine. They want to hear about the solution. Think about this. If you go to the doctor, do you care if he gives you aspirin or whatever other ingredient of medicine? You really don't. What you want is someone to take away your headache. So you get to talk about the actual outcomes that they get when they work with you or when they follow your system. So please use this one regularly.